A very warm welcome to all the senior principals, vice chancellors, and members of the medical fraternity who have joined today. I am very privileged that we have our council members and also Professor Santosh Kakkar, who is the former director, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Also, the chairman of the finance committee has joined. General Velu Nair has joined. Professor Rita Kumar has joined. We need one device. Please switch off the other one and just put on the slides. Apologies because there was a concurrent meeting going today and there is a public lecture. So there is, I would like to take this opportunity of introducing what National Academy of Medical Sciences is. The National Academy of Medical Sciences has had very illustrious members and very illustrious presidents, much more than any one of us sitting here. Launched in 1961, the Academy had, starting from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and subsequently presidents and prime ministers of the country were members of this, including APJ Abdul Kalam. The Academy has held several important functions in the past. I would only briefly mention the vision of the Academy and what are our current missions. The Academy has a vision of inclusiveness in health, medical education, research, and certainly policy initiatives for everyone in this society. Our aim is that we recognize medical talents, and recognizing medical talents is in three forms. One is a fellow. Fellow of the Academy is a very important, very, appreciable work in his life. You have a member of the Academy, and then you have a MNA MS, that every DNB becomes a member of the National Academy as a young fellow. We are starting with new people like associate fellows. The Academy has a mission, and I'll tell you, one of the main missions is to connect with medical colleges. When I was studying or when I was doing my fellowship, I had no idea that there is such a thing like a National Academy of Medical Sciences. No idea. I'm sure after having come here, I realized the breadth and the spectrum of knowledge that the fellows have contributed. With that in mind, I just thought we will brief you about the several missions. So first is on connecting with medical colleges. The second is we would like to have a voice, medical voice, and that voice is in the form of policies and our initiatives. The mean age today of the Academy is about 72 years. Can we not have people who are brighter, younger, smarter, of the age of maybe 40 to 45 or 50 years fellows? NAMS has state chapters, state conveners who are looking after each state, but they are not visible. So these are our limitations. What are our strengths? The country has 6 academies: National Academy of Science, Science Academy of Bangalore, Indian National Science Academy. Everyone knows INSA, the Bangalore Academy. They know the Allahabad Academy. There is an Indian Academy of Engineering. There is an Indian Academy of Agriculture. But the last and the most important, the National Academy of Medical Sciences has not probably played its role and probably visible to that. Today, a humble beginning is to connect to medical colleges. And as I can see the number, there are about 100 plus people who have joined. It's a bonus for us. It's a blessing for us. Briefly, the Academy has 21 task forces. Today, 4 more task forces have been approved. And the 21 task forces include from organ donation, include on venous thrombosis, includes lifestyle diseases, includes cancers, and of course includes organ specific like chronic kidney disease or like neural disorders. They all are alcohol and use disorders or so these are major task forces. These task forces have a very collective way where evidence-based and focused reports are prepared. Having done that, these reports are submitted to the government for policy making. Let's say for monkeypox virus, let's say for any of these new areas, the NAMS and its fellows would be working. I want to engage all medical colleges. I want to engage people working there, principals, to kindly become part of the academy and become a support for the academy. Is your academy? Now, I will briefly tell you about how you become a fellow or how you become a member or an associate fellow. An associate fellow is a person who has done his DM or an MCH. He's a super specialist, but is younger. He's less than 40 years of age. The forms are available on the net. A job of a teacher or a mentor is to encourage. Like INSA has young fellows. Can't we have young medical fellows of the academy? So that's number one. I would encourage, request that you kindly make this possible to have associate fellows. Number two, we have members. So if you have done 5 years of work as a teaching profession and you have done academics, you apply for memberships. You become a member and it's a big thing. It's like MAMS, member of the National Academy of Medical Science. I don't know how many of you are members. Can you raise hands if you are a member, please? Can I see all videos on and see how many are members? Well, members. Of course, fellows are members, but those who are joining from medical colleges, are you members or are you fellows? If not, it's a mistake on our part. It's not your mistake. We never reached out to you. For a fellow, you have to have a very checkered, distinguished career. So all these forms for becoming a fellow, becoming a member, becoming an associate fellow are available. And you can become a lifetime fellow. What do you get by becoming a fellow? You write FAMS, Fellow of the National Academy of Medical Sciences. General Nair, can you just note down from chat box what are the questions? It's a bit difficult for me to read and note it. Just kindly note and we will answer. Kapil, come and just join. We will do verbal. Forget slides. Allow everyone to join, please. That's all right. Try and see. There are already 100 joined and maybe more than 100 want to join. It's our limitation, but let's do that. Open it to everyone. Thank you for informing me. It gives me more. My hemoglobin goes up with that. So if you become a fellow, you are really FAMS and you have You can forget the slides now. Forget this. No, we forget this. No need of slides. I think we are running out of time. We will like interaction to be more useful for us. So if you are a fellow, you really are, you can use that suffix. There is a huge process for selection. They take only 60 fellows every year, maybe 100 associate fellows this year. And if you're not a fellow, please apply again. The dates are on. Many of you would have had felt in that my application is rejected, but that's all right. I mean, but there is a process. There is a committee for credentials. Very, very august, very, very honorable people working on that, and very transparent. The last part that I want to touch with you and the colleges is that in case you or your college wants to do a CME program, there is a support available for CME programs. The support is through a simple process of applying for CME, and then after you apply for CME, you can get an approval very shortly. So you can get your CMEs at your medical college level, at your state level. In addition, if you have, let's say you're a member of a neurology or a cardiology or a microbiology society, there are special orations. So there could be an NAMS oration. The advantage of all these are that we bring under one umbrella what I call join to join. Join to join is that you join NAMS and you join a bandwidth of experts. You connect yourself to a very, very large group of extremely well-known and accomplished fellows, members. Also this year in Jaipur, the National Academy's annual conference and convocation is a very different conference. In this, can we request everyone to mute themselves?
लेके तू बैठ यहाँ पे और लिख पूरे पॉइंट्स यहाँ पे क्या-क्या डिस्कशन होगा मेरे से बताना फिर.
Can I request the participants to mute, or you can make everyone mute? Yeah, thank you. So just for the Jaipur conference, the NAMS conference is a new fresh air. It will have the president of the Indian Academy of Engineering telling you how to do startups in medical side. How do you make new tools or devices? Every one of us has an engineer inside. The convergence of engineering. The annual conference will also have the breakthrough inventions of 2021 in India, all those vaccine makers. The conference will also have sessions of mentor-mentee. I suppose I want to become, my limited area is liver. I want to become a liver specialist. I pass a degree, but I don't know what will I do after that. Option is private or option is government. So there are mentors who can mentor the mentees, the young fellows. We will have people in area of cancer, public health. We will have people in different spheres who can mentor the mentees there. The conference will also provide a huge opportunity in Jaipur for mixing up with people who have done work related to medical skills, like point of care. I want to have in my small nursing home, in my small hospital, point of care devices. I'll give you an example. We all use the wristwatch or we use the ICU panels, but now there are devices you put under your mattress. While you are asleep, all your activities are transmitted to some place. Can we not make it? Can we not think it? Can we not go beyond the bottle? With these thoughts, the Academy wants your indulgence into the combined collective growth of the medical profession. I won't take more time. I would like to introduce my very worthy colleague, Secretary of NAMS, Professor Umesh Kapil. We all had slides, but I just took in the interest of time, just to discuss about it. I also have with me the chairman of the Jaipur Convention, Professor M.R. Jain, who has joined virtually. And of course, our other council members are here. Professor Digamba Behra from PGI, Chandigarh, who is a president-elect, and other members are there. All the council members have also joined. And with this, I would like General Nair to tell us if there are any questions and comments from the people, and then we open it to the council.
So what's come up now is, what is the process of becoming a member?
Process of becoming a member and a fellow. I think Kapil has slides on that, and that would be worthwhile, how you become a member and a fellow. I'm very happy this question. Kapil, can we get back to you and have your slides one more time? Okay. Any question which we can address while slides are getting loaded? Any other question? Okay. So my presentation is over. You can run it over. Next. Just next. 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 Kapil. Next. How do you become a... These are all right. Okay. Next, please. Yeah. So these are the NAMS family, which has fellows, members, associate fellows, DNB, and emeritus professor. Next. These are same your slides. How do you become a fellow? Kapil will brief you on that. Yes, same slides.
Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon, all of you. We are most grateful to you for joining this important networking meeting with medical colleges. My most sincere thanks to you and all the colleagues. We have the directors, vice chancellors, dean medical colleges. We have eminent scientists, academicians who have joined this meeting, and we have more than 200 people who have joined. Dr. Sarin has very aptly mentioned about the activities of the NAMS, and I'd just like to go through with the next 3-4 minutes what NAMS is and how we are being able to promote it, and what our activities are. Next, please. So I'll just talk about 4 or 5 issues because of the constraint of time. Next. So we were just Dr. Sarin mentioned about this was initiated in 1961, but Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, we had our first convocation, and in which we had the President of India. And one of the most important activity which we have is the council recognizes the academic excellence in medical and biomedical sciences. I again emphasize that it's excellence, academic excellence, which is being recognized, and this is being done by our different programs which we have in our country, which we have in our council. And one of the most important thing is that, next please, next. So we have a family of NAMS, and this family have basically 5 members. The highest category is NAMS fellows. We get almost 300 applications every year. People want to become the fellows, but we only select 30 of them. Now, this is a very very, very stringent process which is being followed at different committees, and large number of colleagues which they say that we are competent but we have not been selected as a fellow. So it's a very important and prestigious fellowship which we have in our country. The next we have is the members, and all the scientists who have done their MD, MS, and after 5 years of their, they go about it, they can apply for it. Then we have associate fellows who are DM and MCH, who have completed their DM and MCH, and who are for less than 40 years. We have them as an associate fellow. And then we give them those people who have completed their DNB in their respective fields, respective subjects. We provide them the DNB. And the last we have the title of Emeritus Professor, and we do not select more than 10 Emeritus Professor per year, and they are the most distinguished professors, and all these Emeritus Professor are being given support, financial support from the council. Now the fellowship, we have an online application which is available on the NAMS website. And after that, we have a credential committee which looks into it. Then it goes to the council, and then it finally goes to the general body meeting for their approval. All the fellows who are elected, they're honored in a convocation, which we do it every year. Next. We have the membership. Again, as I mentioned, it's an online application, which is online application form, which can be filled up by people who have completed at least 5 years after the MD qualification. Next. These are the associate fellows. I mentioned that. Next. And after completing, again, we do have DNB examination. We provide them the MNA-MS. All those people who complete their membership, they are entitled to add their degree or a fellowship after their name. Next. Now, we do undertake the fellows of eminence, which as emeritus professor, we have a age limit. Again, the applications are invited all over the country. This year we had about 80 applications who are very, very senior and eminent scientists, out of which we only selected 10 number of emeritus fellows, and this again goes to the audition and award committee, council meeting, then the general governing body meeting. So that's the maximum we are going to do about it. Next. Now, apart from this, next, we do have a scientific exchange program. So the medical scientists who are young, who are middle-aged, we make them to undertake this exchange program, and we provide them the travel, we provide them this daily subsistence allowance, they can undertake the 2 to 3 weeks of training, and these applications are invited, and then they go to the institution of national eminence, and then they undertake the specific training and learn the specific skills. Say, for example, I want to learn PCR. I can send the people from, I can come to All India Institute of Medical Sciences. I want to go for the DNA techniques. I can go to the BARC or Baba Atomic, whatever the institutions are there. Next. And we are Government of India recognized center for providing CME activities to allied and health professionals, and we encourage the continuing medical education. We usually we sponsor two type of training, say CME program. All medical colleges can apply to National Academy of Medical Sciences for a grant, and we provide up to 1.7 lakh rupees grant to all the medical institutions. Next. We do also recognize this scientific excellence by inviting them applications, and then we provide NAMS national awards. Next. We also invite applications, and then we honor the scientists by providing them national NAMS orations. Next. And we published a journal which is Annals of NAMS. It is published every quarter, and then in all the medical colleges, all the DNB institutions, all the DNB resource persons, all the fellows of National Academy, members of National Academy, and all the MNAMS members of Academy. Next. And we have the most eminent people who come for our convocation. Next. We had recently we had a foundation day, and we had Shri Mansukh Mandviya ji coming and addressing our all the fellows. Thanks. Next. And we had the presidents of national professional organizations, and 25 of them had come on our foundation day, and we have developed a networking of these 25 national professional organizations so that we can do a networking and how they can promote the health of the population in our country. Next. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Sarin.
Thank you, Professor Kapil. Can you go to the next slide? Is there a slide after this? No. So we just wanted to give you a brief account of what the NAMS is and how we are wanting to be part of your academic programs. With that in mind, we would invite comments, we would invite suggestions, and what NAMS can do for you and what you can do for NAMS.
So can I speak, sir? Ashok here. Can I speak, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I have given a suggestion that it seems that the meeting in Jaipur is going to be a revealing meeting.
Just 1 minute. I'll take a. Can you go to third slide? No, sorry. If you are on the slides, because it might just go. Yeah, this is the mission. Our mission is to provide 6 policy documents at least every year, and 2 policy documents are getting released today. We will recognize, and if you have friends across the globe, you can ask them to apply. We are today on the 3rd mission, that is NAMS 4. It is for you, for medical colleges and universities. We invite the young, bright, smarter people. We want to bring the age of fellowship from 72 to 55. We have state chapters. If there are people who want to take leadership, there are leadership roles. You can organize midterm meetings. There are, as I told you, 21 task forces which help in national policies. We connect to all other academies, whether it is engineering, science, or agriculture. We have a strong international platform, and there is a website below. So we invite you to join NAMS, to join with all other people. Thank you very much. And now we will like the question which was being asked. We are joined by Professor Anita Panda, our council member, and Professor Chawla former director of PGI Chandigarh, who is also with us. So we are here to answer questions, and please interact with you.
Sir, I was just mentioning Ashok here, sir. Ashok Das
Yes.
from Pondicherry, from JIPMO. Sir, I think this meeting has opened up newer vistas in front of all of us. Second point I'd like to mention that it is very important to invite the state chapters to the Jaipur meeting. I'll be personally there, sir, and we have to energize the state chapters, take stock what's happening and how we can take to next level. Third and the final point I would like to mention, a very brief, that the universities and the medical colleges, like JIPMER, we have a great presence. NAMS, of course, from Randeep downwards, we have a great presence. Where we have a greater presence and where we want to establish our presence, like Northeast, like Downs, wherever we want, we can invite some leads from that areas so that today's mission of NAMS for medical colleges and universities is a fantastic program, sir, that can see the light of the day. The details we can discuss, but these are the three objectives. I thought that invite the state chapters to the annual meeting so that we have 1/2 a day or 2 hours devoted to them, see what they're doing and how to energize them, how to learn from them what they're doing. They will maybe doing much better than the central committee, sir. And also to invite the medical colleges, universities where we have presence, at least one lead or two leads, and they will come on their own, sir, and take forward this mission of NAMS for medical college, because they are the centers, the molecules, the atoms from which the change can begin. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Ashok. For most of you would be knowing him as past president of the API and also a global leader for diabetes. And thank you, Professor Ashok. And I do agree with you, the state chapters may be smarter than the central, but let's see if they are.
Yes, sir.
And let them show it to us. You take the lead for South.
I'll be there, sir. I'll write to everybody and get them, sir, on board.
Thank you. Welcome for other comments, or if there are things in chat box. General Velu. We would like you to, we also see Professor Dayal, who was a vice president till recently of the NAMS. Dr. Dayal, I see you wanting to guide us more, please.
Thank you, sir. It's a privilege once again to attend this meeting. The Academy has made strong progress in the last almost 1 year, and I was privileged to be in the Foundation Day function where the Honorable Health Minister was there. He praised our activities, and I'm confident that we shall take them forward. I am on the National Task Force for Tuberculosis. We are already on the job, sir, and within a few weeks, I think we shall be submitting some documents to you. And I'm confident that we'll have more associate fellows enrolling for the Academy.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I want to assure people that Academy is not for select people. Academy is not that I am there, so you are there because I know you. Academy is only there for talent. Please guide us. Today I met a very young girl, such a bright virologist from Pune, maybe less than 40 years or so. And she had a length and breadth of viruses starting from influenza to monkeypox or anything. And seminal work. And she says, I want to be in the editorial board of NAMS. I mean, it's a privilege to have people. So if you want to serve being in the editorial board of NAMS, more than welcome. Professor Anil Jain, who is the editor, would be more than happy. But I want more medical colleges to raise questions and to say, is there a space for NAMS in your medical college, and will that help you? Please. Any comments? I see from...
May I come in, Dr. Sarin?
Yes, please.
Good evening to you, everybody. It's my pleasure to invite maximum number of doctors to Jaipur. I assure you that we will have an excellent scientific program, a excellent CME on the 11th of November, and as planned by you, we will have a mentor-mentee program on 13th Sunday. I certainly want all the fellows, members to be invited, but I also invite young doctors who would be interested in CME and mentor-mentee program. Jaipur would be excellent in the month of November, and all facilities would be provided to make this conference a grand success. Thank you very much.
He is a very young 86-year-old ophthalmologist who doesn't stop writing minimum of 20 mails a day. Thank you and salutations, Dr. Jain. With your dynamism, the fellowship programs in Rajasthan and the NAMS has really seen a turnaround. Salutations to you. I also see, yes, please, introduce yourself. Thank you.
Yes.
We have a lady speaker. What a luck.
So I'm Dr. Sulaina. I am Associate Professor Neurology in Guru Gobind Singh Medical College, Faridkot in Punjab. So it's near the bordering area of Pakistan and India, sir. So just near to Firozpur. So thank you for this fabulous session here today, sir. So I just want to tell that we're very happy that you introduced the Associate Fellowship program, sir. So for people like us who are young, it will be really good. I'm 82 born, sir. So I'm March 82 born. So I have just 6 months to apply. But I think I lack few credentials and I'll work on that for next. I'm very enthusiastic to work on it and I would like to be a part of it, sir. And sir, I just wanted to ask one thing, sir. Can we simultaneously apply for Associate Fellowship and MNAMS, sir?
I'm sure you can apply for both. They are different roads. Associate Fellow is a new thing, so I mean, don't quote me. It's a possibility of getting early into Associate Fellow because we are starting this year. But don't quote me because there is a committee and they'll say, how can Dr. Sarin say all that? But do apply and I'm sure you have a strong chance.
I'm very happy, sir. And I think most of the young people will be really, really happy for this thing, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this, sir.
I, as an INSA young fellow, learned, so much, and my other friends, and it's a very tough competition there. It will become tough in future, but this year, maybe. I also see Dr. Sudhir Bhandari, a friend of mine, and who is a very eminent medical physician and the Vice Chancellor of the Rajasthan University of Health Sciences. Thank you, Sudhir, for joining and thank you for connecting for whole of Rajasthan. Please.
Can you hear me? First of
Yes,
all,
sir. Yes, sir.
First of all, my compliments for such a illustrative presentation of yours. Probably we have already done big homework that we are going to connect all the affiliated medical colleges to a lot of academic and CME programs which we are going to conduct with NAMS. So probably we are in a process, we are sending proposals and we are connecting all the affiliated colleges to National Academy. And I think there is a strong following to the National Academy. You being at the academy, probably you are taken as an icon of academics, and a lot of good proposals are going to be with you, and we have planned a calendar for the year to have academic interactions, and we are going to connect all the affiliated medical colleges with academy. It will be wonderful to look forward our strong bonds.
Thank you. With that, kindly suggest us dates for September. Dates for September.
Yes,
and we will connect with Rajasthan starting from there.
Yes, sir. In fact, we are sending you a proposal for few CMAs.
And we
all
connect.
the affiliated medical colleges, and I'm sure there is a lot of enthusiasm of people being connected to National Academy.
Okay, thank you. I see other members, if anyone would like to give advice. from CMC, I
Good
guess.
evening, sir. Guidelines for joining, guidelines for becoming members.
Sorry, please. Can you please repeat?
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Ajwa. Guidelines for becoming members. How we get?
To becoming members is extremely easy. There is a form which is available. You just download that form. You need to have 5 years of experience as a teaching faculty. Yeah. You have 2 links probably. So just give us, just switch off one, and we would like you to apply for fellowship. But more important, as principal, don't please look at yourself, or as vice chancellor, look at the people who depend on you, make their career. Please ensure that from each of the medical colleges, there are at least 5 associate fellows. If you have 5 associate fellows, they will become sometimes member, maybe even a fellow. And then you will feel proud, oh, I had introduced associate fellowships and they are there. So my humble request is to get the next generation ready. I also have Dr. Suvir Saxena from PMO. Is Dr. Suvir there? Would like to say something? I also have Dr. Datta Gupta from AIMS and from AFMC Pune. Would AFMC Pune show up? I always wanted to join but could never get in there. General Velugar. If AFMC Pune, you only have to pass an order to become better than you, and your students will become better than you. Please tell us your opinion. Marshal Rajesh. Please, Air Marshal, please.
वीडियो मीटिंग कुछ हाँ NMS पूरा नेशनल मेडिकल एकेडमी till 5:30 till I know
General, from AFMC Pune.
National Academy meeting.
Can we ask others to remain mute other than AFMC Pune? Or from Lady Harding we have Dr. Virender Kumar.
You're not swimming.
Dr. Virender Kumar.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, nice to see you.
I am.
Kindly tell us, is the initiative for NAMS of relevance to Lady Harding, and would you like to guide us and maybe take your students to be part of NAMS?
A very good afternoon to all, and my sincere regard to you, sir. I'm one of the student, I say, that will be really nice. And so many things I have learned on different platforms. So my sincere regard to you, sir. Lady Harding Medical College is 106 year old now, and we have more than 500 courses, postgraduate students we are coming. And we also have DM and MCH courses here in neonatology and pediatric surgery. And Department of Pediatrics and Gynae are the largest one here in Lady Harding Medical College. And in pediatrics, we have pool of 81 postgraduate students. So total 877 beds in Suchita Kripalani and 395 beds exclusively for children. So we have a huge setup, sir, and keeping in mind the large number of students who are coming for undergraduate, postgraduate and postdoctoral courses. So we have a huge scope, sir, and we will be very glad to be a part of the academy. And definitely it is going to help our students because they are going to learn with a different platform. And in coming times, I think we have to learn from each other in different dimensions, especially keeping in mind the challenges which are coming because of the environmental diseases. and other things. So it will be a great honor for us if we can be associated, and I'm definitely going to encourage the students who are with us, and that will take us to a new dimension. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Virendra. And I would humbly request you to, and maybe each one of you to just suggest few 3-4 dates when you would like. I'll personally connect with the college along with my other council members. So just give us dates and we will be there for each and every student and each and every faculty. This is my endeavor for 2022. I have the privilege and from the AFMC Pune, Air Marshal Vaidya is there. Thank you, sir. Salutations.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm so glad to be joining this meeting. And I am not here alone. A lot of my faculty has joined this meeting. And a lot that you said right in the beginning about the various activities of the academy were actually news to most of us. Like you said, probably your activities are not very well known, but this has been an extremely informative session for all of us. And we would, from here on, be taking part and trying to take advantage. The facts that you mentioned regarding funding of various research meetings, we would certainly be applying for those. I would also be encouraging the faculty to apply for becoming associate members at young ages or associate fellows at young ages. And those who've achieved eminence could probably try and become fellows at a later stage, sir.
Thank you so much. And I will just tell you that to work with an Army or an Air Force fellow is a pleasure. We had requested General Nair to put a guideline and a task force which he conducted in record time on venous thrombosis, which will be released by the Chief Justice of India today. So thank you for giving us the confidence that AFMC and the Army groups will be, taking NAMS together in your academic programs. We also have from MAMC, Haryana, Director MAMC is also here. Agroha. If you would like to give a comment, I would invite you. Or Dr. Shakti Gupta is from President and Director AIMS Jammu. Is Dr. Shakti Gupta would like to say something?
Good evening, everybody. It's very nice that we are now discussing about the academics. And I'm sure that under your dynamic leadership, Shakti, the NAMS academic activities will reach the zenith of excellence. And we in AIMS Jammu actually still under raising, expected to be commissioned by March, April 2023. But only 2 days back, we have recruited 80 faculty members in different specialties, in about 37 specialties. And I can assure you, sir, that to ask all the faculty to become the associate members, but I don't know how much they can be absorbed actually, but I can guarantee from their side, they will become the associate member. Any limitations, sir?
Yeah, I think all the forms are there. I would say that younger, 40 and less, DM and MCH would probably all can become associate fellows. This is just to give them an idea of a second perspective in life.
Right.
So thank you and best wishes, and I hope you will conduct a good CME on behalf of NAMS when or after you start.
No, even we can plan before that also.
Yes,
maybe actually we'll discuss among all faculty actually when they join. And also actually I had discussed with Professor Ravinder Madan about hosting the annual NAMS conference next year.
Please do apply.
Yeah, next year in AIMS Jammu itself.
Yes, it will be a privilege. I see my friend and respected friend, General Madhuri. I missed out on General Madhuri, but I told Dr. Madhuri, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm very
Vice Chancellor, MUHS. What a pleasure to see you. We
Thank
worked
you,
together on some committee and she always guided us. And thank you, Dr. Madhuri.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure and really good initiative. Like most have said, I will second it, that this is the first time we've actually been made aware of the role of the NAMS. And yes, I would be encouraging, but it would be really nice if this presentation can be shared with us, because I could pass it on to the deans of all the other colleges as well. So because we have this thing, and the second, this is only modern medicine, isn't it, sir? We're not really involving the others.
Yes, we are not. But if you go to Jaipur, you will have Professor Bhushan Patwardhan, who will be educating us on evidence-based traditional medicine, and I am very eager to learn that, which I never learned in earlier part. We have from Dr. Jamala from Thrissur. Is Dr. Jamala there? And would you like to comment? Maybe I misspelled your name. Apologies if I have. We have Dean of GMC Jalgaon. Would you comment? Okay. We have Jean DMC Gurgaon. Okay. Anyone else who would? We have Dr.
May I come in, Dr. Sarin?
Yes, please.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Ajay Prasad from Lucknow, Era Medical College.
Wow.
I have been former director Vallabhbhai Patel's chest. When I was there, I met you many times.
I remember you, sir.
Yeah. And I have you have given me the responsibility of convener of state chapter of Uttar Pradesh. Under my convenership, we have already conducted one CME in Era Medical College. Another is planned very soon, and we have circulated practically to all medical colleges, principals, and even some of the important faculties who can help in organizing such type of CMEs. So naturally, when you join, the academy is progressing, and such type of interactions to me is very, very important, because I am fellow from 2004. So such type of interactions we have not seen. And but as a fellow, I know that my duty is to introduce a National Academy to young persons who can become member, who can become fellows. So I think this meeting is very welcome, and I would request the other conveners, state conveners, to be proactive, so that large number of CMEs are being sponsored by the National Academy. And that is how in medical colleges, every student and PG student, they will come to know about the National Academy. Thank you, Dr. Sarin, for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's nice seeing you. I just want to add one small point about what we have been thinking about the NAMS CMEs compared to any other. All CMEs would be hybrid. Like when you work, let's say for liver, I'll say alcoholic hepatitis, but that's one area. So we want CMEs to be hybrid. So it is liver and kidney, liver and brain. So 2 or 3 branches join, which we have lost somewhere on the way. Thank you. And I have Dr. Dhruv Chaudhary from Rohtak.
Good evening, sir. It's a pleasure actually seeing all of you and listening to you. And I can assure you, first of all, my gratitude and thanks for appointing me as the convener for State of Haryana. And we had actually circulated to all our colleagues within the state, and I can assure you participation. And so we are already planning, as per your guidance, on 1st of October, CME, we are doing one on AMR, another on pathology in the lung cancer, where the pulmonology and this thing, we will be sending it with the Department of Pathology. So we are already putting on it with the PJ Chandigarh. That's what we are planning, and I assure you, we will not be far behind. We will be coming and doing it, and thank you so much, sir.
I know you're an emergency medicine man, and you do faster than the fastest. Thank you so much, Dr. Dhruv. Thank you. We have a very senior person. I am privileged, Dr. D.K. Hajra Sahab. Is Dr. Hajra Sahab there?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to see the Academy becoming so proactive. And I do hope that this should lead to a warm interaction as well as focused symposium. So I think it's a very good initiative, and I'm also happy to see that so many people have joined in and accepted your invitation.
Yes, we are very privileged. On a short notice, it's a blessing. So we have Dr. Jamala from Thrissur. Is he still there, or I have? Yeah. Please. Sorry.
Yeah, it's I am Dr. Renis Davis, the Vice Principal of Amala Institute of Medical Sciences, Thrissur. Good evening, all. It's nice to hear you all in this platform, and it's new to me. And I wish all the best for your initiatives. And two queries which I have: if a doctor has got a DNB or MD, does he has got some hold in the NAMS at present? If already the doctor has got a DNB degree in any specialty, are they already a member of NAMS, or they have to be?
Yeah, for DNB, automatically one becomes as MNAMS. It's not MAMS. There is slight confusion. We will try and get the names improved sometime. But right now, automatically, every DNB becomes a MNAMS by paying X amount of money. But that's not a privilege that the fellows or associate fellows would have.
Okay, but they have to apply, Dr. Sarin.
They have to apply. They have to apply.
Right. That's important.
Yeah, my second query is whether this NAMS has got some, or may I suggest some state bodies to carry out your work?
Yes, state chapters are there, and we would encourage everyone who would like to take some leadership role to kindly write to the NAMS that we would like to become a state chapter owners or conveners, or we want to do a midterm conference. It will be a great favor and connectivity with us through you. So please, I encourage you to write.
And what about representatives from each medical college of the nation for NAMS?
Well, every college and the principal and the students are welcome to actually apply for fellowships or memberships or associate fellow. For a state chapter also, if like there is a very strong state chapter in Rajasthan, all medical colleges are part of it, and they do hold their annual conference, midterm conference. I would encourage you in South to take that leadership and be with. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
May I come in? May I come in, sir?
Yes.
We held almost 10 CMEs and certain programs under the convenership of the National Academy of Medical Sciences. As well as we are bringing out the directory of all the fellows and members of the National Academy of Medical Sciences, which will be distributed at the time of annual conference in November 22.
You can see that at this young age of 86, it doesn't blink an eyelid. Keep doing it, sir, so well. An ophthalmologist of par excellence.
It's a pleasure to do that.
We have Director of GAIMS BHU, Bhuj, sorry, my apologies, Bhuj, Dr. Balaji, please.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Vilunai, for inviting us to this forum. I think this has been an introduction to us. And now we are a young medical college, which is now, I think, will complete the 14th year in the month of July 23. And during this year, 14 years of academic completion as well as 10 years of clinical completion and taking over the hospital from the government, we will be conducting monthly seminars and CMEs and of which I think we want to, first of all, we want to become a member. I think we have very good young leading talents with us in all the broad specialties, and we have almost earmarked 8 or 10 CMEs for this entire year, and we would definitely like to use the NAMS platform or partner with NAMS for this CME program.
I would like to remind you to kindly, all of you, please suggest some dates in September, no longer, so that each of the college or the state chapter we can interact. We will clarify more. We would like you to guide us in our. I'll tell you, the task forces, we were searching for people. There's a task force, let's say, on cervical cancer. There's a task force on oral cancer. But we don't know everyone there. We have a task force on artificial intelligence to be launched soon. So please, the task force names are on the website. They are current. If you want to take another new task force of your regional interest, somebody told me that camel milk in Rajasthan has huge potential and you should do something. I'm not something or can do, it's you. So if you have something which is regional, please go ahead. I have the very distinct pleasure of AIMS Nagpur, Major General Vibha. Please, General
Good
Vibha.
evening, sir. Good evening, sir, and good evening to everybody. Indeed, sir, it was a very mind-opening session that we had, and we have learned a lot. But however, like Madhuri said, we would like to have the presentation, which would, because there was so much of knowledge in that and so much of information that we could utilize. And secondly, I would like to actually ask you that whether the dentists are also into this.
Yes, very much. Dr. Mahesh Sharma is also a member and is like a very respected, dental person. So you will actually support our cause of whitening our learning.
Okay, and there was one more thing that we would definitely get into this, and definitely I think we can promise you 5 FAMs from AIMS Nagpur.
Wow. Thank you. And associate fellows are multiplied by 10. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
AIMS Rai Bareli is also joined us. So many AIMS have joined. How lucky we are. AIMS Rai Bareli. Someone there? We have from IMS BHU, Dr. Kamlesh. IMS BHU. No. Okay. AIMS Rai Bareli, AIMS Nagpur. Dr. Neelam Bajaj, is he there? Nagpur ho gaya?
Yes, sir. A very good evening, sir. Myself, Dr. Neelam here. I am faculty in dental department here at AIMS Nagpur. So I had put just a few queries in my chat box, and our respected honorable director, ma'am, she also addressed. We are very much interested, sir, from dental department, and we would feel very honored, and it's a great scope rather for us to be attached with NAMS. So we would be very much interested, and
thank you.
if we just get a great opportunity and a platform, sir.
Thank you, Neelam. We have Brigadier Mohanty from KIMS Bhubaneswar. KIMS
Yes, sir.
Bhubaneswar. KIMS Bhubaneswar.
Yes, sir. I am from Bhubaneswar. Hello.
Yes, please. So nice to see you,
This is
sir.
part of a deemed university, that is the KIT University and Institute of Eminence. In fact, sir, I have done my BNB long ago, almost 30 years ago. I have already motivated myself to be a member and a fellow subsequently. We are very, very active in the academics. As you all know, sir, today, 2 of your task force programs which are being inaugurated is from our institute. Professor Chawla will be discussing on the organ donation. And General Velu Nair also is a visiting professor. He works on thrombosis. Tomorrow we will have a seminar on organ donation and transplantation. We will definitely work with you, sir. And I have been associated with you, attending most of the gastroenterology and hepatology conferences.
Thank you.
And all the
Fortunate.
best to your team. And
Yes, KIMS has a huge potential, and with both Professor Chawla and Professor Velu Nair being here, thank you so much, and do encourage people. We have Dr. Ajit, Dean SCTIMST. Dr. Ajit, would you like to share your thoughts? Well, we have...
This is Dr. Ajit from Sri Chitra Institute. I think it's a privilege to be a part of this meeting, and I would certainly encourage my faculty to take up these fellowships. In fact, we do have a certain number of people who are actually members of the NAMS. So I think it's certainly good that you have actually got all of us on one platform.
And you bring
quite
so much strength in technology. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
Shri Chitra is Shri Chitra. So make us educate, and you invite people so that we all see the grandeur and the outstanding work being done there. It's a privilege to have you, sir, today with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have the editor of the NAMS journal, the Annals, Dr. Anil Jain, who was here for a while. Is Dr. Anil there? Would you like to introduce the journal?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm here. And thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And I must say that we all have a very important role to play in ensuring that we give an uniform delivery of core education so that the trainees get the core competence and we serve the nation. I think this is a huge endeavor, and this will put all institutions together along with the National Academy, and I thank you for that. Annals is almost 40-year-old journal, and there was some issues for timely decisions, but now for last 6-7 months we have brought down our submission and decision time to within 12 weeks, and I assure you this is almost to the international standard that we decide within 12 weeks whether the manuscript is accepted or not. So and this Annals is indexed in DOAJ, and that is to begin with is good enough for promotions under the NMC guidelines. But I'm sure I wish that all of you encourage the faculty to submit the manuscript to the Annals, and not only that, it be part of Annals as a reviewer, and maybe some of you senior people maybe as the editorial board member. So my humble request is to feel free that Annals is our national journal of each medical college. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
He works very hard. I would request you to please raise hands. Sometimes I'm unable to read the name. If you raise hands, and we can do that. We have Madam Center mein jo hai na number 2. Yeah, please just speak. Dr. Agroha, please speak. Director, okay, Director from Agroha, please speak. Please unmute. Yeah, please. Thank you, madam.
I have already asked my question, and we have 100 MBBS seats, 72 PG seats, and this is a good innovation. It will be good learning for all of us. You have asked to make a minimum of 5 members. We have super specialists too, retina surgeon, pediatric plastic neurosurgeon, cardiologist, etc. So I'll try for that, sir. I have. Thank you so much for your guidance.
And you also join Academy in one way or the other. Is your heart connected with NAMS? It will be very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have from AIMS Bhatinda, Dr. Rakesh. Sir, are you around? AIMS Bhatinda, or Principal TD Medical College. AIMS Bhatinda of TD Medical College, or from Jamnagar, whatever little I can read. Doctor from Jamnagar.
Yes,
We have.
Sir, I am Dr. Nada. I am from AIMS, Bhatinda, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. I am ophthalmologist and I am also the member of NAMS. And I found this conference was very good. And I think we should, all of the faculty members should apply for this. And we are also asking other faculties also. But sir, very good CV is actually prerequisite for this. That's why some
Don't
people
underestimate you. I'm telling you. Try it.
I am the member, but when I ask the others, no, they say, ma'am, the CV should be very, strong. So I say them, okay, make your CV very strong then.
Yeah, I can assure you, your CVs will grow better as you start applying. And sometimes 9 out of 10 times my papers get rejected. But that's
Yes.
all right. I try harder. But thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It was very informative talk. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Rakesh Kakkar from
Good
Bhatinda,
evening,
please.
sir.
Sorry.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Suma, Principal of TD Medical College.
Please.
Call, sir. Thank you, sir. But because of another meeting, I was a bit late to join and I couldn't join because already 100 members were present. So I couldn't listen to the initial part of it. Anyway, I feel that it is a very interesting experience and also that we could tell our other faculty and junior members.
I will briefly tell you there are 5 types of members in the NAMS family. One is a fellow, one is a member, one is an associate fellow, one is post DNB MNA MS, and one is emeritus professor. For all these 5, info is available. Associate fellow is less than 40 members, and for fellows there is no age limit except 5 years or more than 10 years or so experience. And all of you are such accomplished. By becoming a fellow, you write FAMS, otherwise MAMS or MNAMS. And CMEs and state chapters are there. So please encourage in your place. And Dr. Kakkar, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity. And initially, my other faculty members were struggling to get the access for this. So I requested Kapil, sir, and we have got the enough information, and I'll encourage other faculty members also to join the membership. So,
every AIMS can be at least say that, oh, we have so many fellows or so many members. At least a National Academy for Medicine is not existent. You can be a fellow of your branch. You can be president of that branch. But to have a NAMS fellow in each of the college just might be tomorrow maybe a feather. Thank you. We have Dr. Kulkarni from JSS Medical College. Would you, sir, like to say something?
Sir, good afternoon. Good evening, rather. My camera is not working. I'm very sorry for that. JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research is a deemed to be university, and it offers medical, dental, pharmacy education, and apart from that, the life science education also. So we have been consistently ranked in the top in various rankings, including NIRF and the Times Higher Education rankings. And we have more than 1,000 students at all times in the institution, and the management is very much supportive to be the members of NAMS, and also will be conducting regular workshops and conferences, CMAs. And this presentation has been actually an eye-opener for us. We'll definitely collaborate with NAMS in future, and will work for the conferences, CMEs, and other academic activities. And we'll definitely strive to be the fellows and associate fellows. Yes. And maybe in next meeting, I'll be able to give you the actual numbers when we will be registering for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We have from Meghalaya, Dr. Nalin from NERIS. Is Dr. Nalin there?
Yes, good evening to you. This is Dr. Nalin Mehta, Director NIGRIMS from Shillong, Meghalaya. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for such a lovely initiative. I'd like to appreciate the entire organizing team for this lovely session, because not only is it very invigorating, but very inspiring I'm definitely going to take this up with my faculty and encourage them to participate and become active members.
And also raise the issues which are so peculiar to your region, where
Northeast,
people.
that's right.
It will be good to have, task forces based for region-wise and maybe disease-wise. And I look forward. NIGRIMS is such a big name. Please
And,
lead us.
Now that you mention it, actually, I've moved there. It's going to be just about a year. I'm there on deputation from AIMS New Delhi. And we already have started a few task forces and we've taken up responsibilities. So, that's really wonderful that you mention it, and we are working on those lines. And I hope to collaborate and take your expertise along with us so that we can all hold hands and move forward. Especially the region requires a lot of support and encouragement.
Yeah, thank you. And the task forces of NAMS are necessarily part of the government because there are 2 government nominees in every task force. So they are like ready to use. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you so much.
We have from Karnataka, Siddharth Medical College, Dr. Mahapatra. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you see me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah. I'm also from the AIMS, and Nalin is my colleague.
Okay.
And now it's very pleasure to see Umesh, my friend, there. And now Shashi Gupta. I very congratulations to him to become the Jammu director. Sir, after coming from AIMS, now I'm in a medical college where actually the research is just on paper and nothing much is being done. So definitely I will be like to associate with you. Maybe I may not get many members as their CV are not very strong, but definitely over a period of time, till I'm here, I will definitely try to be part of the organization. And here we are a university, and I'm the dean of the university, and there is another medical college at T. Begur, and that is also coming up, and we'd like to have some CME, and we'd like to invite you and Dr. Kapil to be with the beautiful campus, sir.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say all of us started with poverty. Slowly we got some money and some. So NAMS is totally with you. In fact, if you give some dates, we can online without delay in September itself connect
7
with
September, sir, if you can write it.
No, not CME, just online, just for talking
Online,
with
yes,
your
yes.
people.
Yes, online.
And we also have Dr. Kamlesh. Sorry, we have to rush because of the Chief Justice of India's program. We'll have about 10 more minutes. And I have few more thoughts given by Kapil. Dr. Kamlesh Shah from BJ Medical. Are you there?
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Kamlesh.
Sir, I'm Dr. Kamlesh from BHU Varanasi.
Please. Yes.
Sir, I am a MNAMS. So, do I need to apply for FAMS or MAMS now?
You have to apply for FAMS, sir. Your MNAMS or MAMS?
Sir, I'm MNAMS.
MNAMS, then you can apply directly for fellowship. You can also apply if someone is outstanding. You can have direct entry as a fellow, but generally, MNAMS would become a MAMS, because MNAMS you become like routine or automatic.
Yes.
But
Yes,
for
sir.
MAMS there is a huge committee. But it
Okay,
will
sir.
be easy for you at this level, sir. I can assure you. It will be easy.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Kamlesh Shah for Dean BJMC Ahmedabad, please. Okay. Are you there, sir? We have Dr. Dayal, one of my very respected friends from Patna. Dr. Dayal, sir, are you there? If I missed out on anyone.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you see me?
Yes, Dr. Dayal.
Yeah. So very good initiative from you, sir. And I'm glad that NAMS is kind of reaching out to the medical community.
Yes.
And we at IGOS would like to be part of this journey.
Yes.
And we would like to take part in your activities.
Please guide us also. Patna and Bihar has many challenges, and maybe your leadership and getting NAMS involved with the work will be very helpful. Thank you so much, Dr. Dayal, and nice to see you.
Only have a request that unfortunately I missed part of your talk, so can we have?
The part will be shared by the office, but the type of fellowships I have repeated, and we would encourage you and others to not only apply but also to encourage others to apply. We have Dr. Snehalata from Meerut. Dr. Snehalata, please. Are you there? I can see.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Myself, Dr. Snehalata Verma. First of all, it's my pleasure to be involved with all of you. And it is my first time interaction that I am hearing about the National Academy of Medical Sciences. I have never encountered before this time. And sir, definitely we will go for some CMEs with in your continuation, and that will be discussed with you on via emails. And sir, I just want to ask whether we can become the member of your task force that you have mentioned that you are running a many task force committee. Then how can we become the member of your task force? I just want to become one of the members of your task force.
Yes, you can certainly become. If someone has done outstanding work and you want to even initiate a task force, not only become a member, you can initiate a task force. Normally, task force are led by one of our fellows, but being a member is anyone who has done exceptional work can be there. But if you just send a WhatsApp message or a chat message, I will revert to you personally and help you with this. Thank you for taking this initiative.
Thank you, sir.
We have Dr. Amit from Goa Medical College. Is Dr. Amit there? We have Dr. Lokwani. Please, sir. Dr. Amit is there. Please.
Yeah, good evening. I am Dr. Lokwani.
Dr. Lokwani, please.
Yes, I am a founder, Vice Chancellor of Madhya Pradesh Medical Science University, MPMSU, and a professor in head from NSCB Medical College, and presently as a director of Suksagar Medical College. Sir, not many activities are going on in Madhya Pradesh as far as NMS is concerned. And today I was really delighted to know all about it. And I just want to request, sir, how can I participate and do something good for the medical education?
Well, we will certainly take your point of view, sir. I would like to now hand over for a few minutes to Dr. Kapil to take the charge. I will have to attend to the function of Chief Justice for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back. Kapil, kindly take over.
Thank you very much, sir. We have Dr. P.V. Vijayaraghavan, sir.
Good evening, sir. This is Dr. Vijayaraghavan, Vice Chancellor of Sri Ramchandra Institute of Higher Education Research, Chennai. Thanks for the opportunity. I really congratulate the efforts of the NAMS president and the team for actually making us all aware and motivated towards this. I think we are quite a lot of deemed universities in the south, and there are a lot of faculty members who are not aware. So the sharing of this PowerPoint slides would be of great help. The other small request that I would want you to make is if sort of although there are state units, if some sort of a chaos can be made in some of the institutions and sort of publicized, there will be a lot more people taking up this particular move. So this is a suggestion whether it can be done. But from our side, we have almost about 540 faculty members in the medical college, medical and dental. So there is definitely a possibility of many members apply for basic membership and also some of the experienced ones for the senior fellowships. Thank you for the opportunity. I think it's a great initiative. We should follow it up, and we would definitely like to see if we can have a meeting with our faculty members on one of these days. I'll try to organize a particular day for the same.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vijayaraghavan. And what I suggest is that please request your colleagues to apply for the fellowship membership of National Academy of Medical Sciences. I request now Dr. Sudhir Brandan, Vice Chancellor, RUHS. Sir, are you there?
Sorry, already spoke, sir.
Okay.
We can call Nalin Mehta from Negrins.
Okay.
Nalin.
We had he has contributed, Dr. Das.
But then fine.
Yeah, we have Dr. Parvez call from SKIMS Srinagar. Sir, are you there? Dr. Parvez call. Okay. We have Dr. Doctor from NC Medical College. Are you there, sir? We have Dr. Yeah, please, sir. Yes, sir. You are mute, I think so. I think there's some connectivity issue. Can we request a doctor from JNMC Belagavi, please? Doctor from Belagavi, JNMC Belagavi. I think there's some connectivity issue. Can we have Dr. Abhay Saraf from Dr. Abhay Saraf?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, Saraf sir.
Thanks for calling my name. Sir, it was very interesting. This is the first time I am hearing all about the organization. Currently, I am at Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit Pune, Dr. D.Y. Patil Medical College Pune, and surely we will explore the possibility of having online session with the faculty, so as for two issues, so as to promote the membership drive, number one, and to have some CMEs. Thank you very much, sir, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Saraf. We are most grateful to you for joining. We have Principal Government TD Medical College. Are you there, sir?
Sir, I have already spoken.
I think she spoke, sir. Madam spoke, sir.
Okay, okay. My apologies.
I will just take a minute, and Dr. Kapil will continue.
Sir, I have to also go there.
You also have. We would like to apologize to others with whom we could not connect, but I want to put on behalf of the whole council, our president-elect and our other council members, profuse thanks to all of you for sharing your time and being with us. And I assure you that if opportunity arises and you encourage, maybe in another 1 or 2 months, we will have a similar interaction, maybe brief, with very focused, and with each of the medical colleges. If you or your university wants, please send us a message, the dates, and we'll try to be there on dot with you. Anytime you say, we will be there for you. But let us all medical community put together under join to join. You join it to join all the medical people. There are groups like IMA, API, but here is an academy. Here is a group of, already there are 10,000 members in this. and about 990 fellows are there. So with that in the background, if you all join, make younger people join, probably there will be a turnaround in the country of medical and intellectual wealth growing very fast. Thank you all, and try to join the CJI's lecture. This is the first lecture, and we are blessed that the Chief Justice of India is talking on law and medicine. Very exciting area. If you have time at your faculty, is encouraged to join. The web link is there, and we can paste it again onto this. Thank you all.
Last
Thank you.
request to all of you, if you want to know more about the academy, please join us in Jaipur. We have an annual conference on 11th, 12th and 13th of November. Please do join us, and I'll share the link with all of you. And Dr. M.R. Jain is an outstanding organizer, and he will take care of all the hospitalities, logistics. He had some constraints, financial constraints, but still, Dr. Datta Gupta, you have to come, okay? And all the emeritus professors will be honored over there with scroll and the medal. So please, we'll inform all the emeritus professors who have been selected to join over there. With these last few words, thank you very much. Most grateful to you. Please do join us for the oration by Chief Justice of India. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Kapil, for inviting my behalf to Jaipur.
Thank you.
Nice.
Sir.
Thank you.
Program.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Enjoyed.
Thank you, sir.